Hmm. Oh. Yes!
I'm gonna play this, I think, with Moon Ritual, because this means we might make, like, a Superfood Primordium with Conduit, and then we, like, eat that a bunch and get crazy. But let's see where we go. Okay, we've got Prismal Dust, Bloody Moon, and Morsel Makers. On Pyre of Entropy, up against Savagery Seraph with Inevitable Strix and Hallow. So this one, there's not a lot of interaction with mechanic. They just get these mechanics. If you can prevent Strix from looping, they get less. So if we find Cave-In, we want to try and integrate that into our build. I'm going to take the Guild Marker here. Guild Marker First Offering, I think, is closer to being a no-brainer. I don't have anything I can feed aggressive edible at the moment. Luna has the multi-striking stealth guy, but he has to sit at the back, so it's a little difficult to make him eat. I think we go Superfood and play Conduit with it, and then we look for, like, a good Moonblade unit. Ugh. How do we do on this? This makes us a lot weaker. So I guess our configuration right now is we get Primordium and we get a Morsel Maker, and they're both feeding Shield Stewards. Actually, one of them might be feeding a Spear Steward. I think that turns into enough stats to win. I could be wrong. Dominion's Preservation's not as bad as, like the Chime guys. Alright, trying to think of how low I set up, or if I just give them space. I think I can just give these guys space and not get punished. Oh no, I think I need this Morsel Maker out. Actually, what if I use Primordium with the Morsel Maker, and the Morsel Maker's feeding itself? That'll be more stats on a single unit. So I can Bloody Moon those out. And then I guess we do this. When we get the last Shield Steward, he sits here with morsels. We'll wind up doing good plink damage on the top floor. Either the Collector or the Healer, I see. I'm gonna take damage to get 4 damage shield onto my carry here. Okay, yeah, I'm not killing here and now. Unless I plink him. I can do 26 damage twice over. That actually kills. Oh, I don't need to do it that way. Let me do this, and I don't want to redraw this. Okay. That spends me out of Bloody Moon, but I can still play the other Plink. And I just want to delay him to get rid of his initial rage. That. Cool. We leak a Fallen Champion. I avoid leaking the second Fallen Champion. Not sure. Yes, I can. Rebel Morsel versus Spear Steward. I think we play up the Spear Steward. This is a good tank. Got what? No rage? Yeah, we're good. Let's see. I think I'll speculate on Perils, see if it turns into something good. There's a possibility that Celestial Storm is how we're controlling the bottom car. We need to figure out what we're doing about savagery. Let me take that for now. I don't know what we're doing this run. I think I need a better Gorge unit. But I also do not have bottom car control. This is like a weird 50-50. We have some spells that upgrade a bit better than we have units, but I think I need a number unit to really feel good. Endless, quick, conduit, damage shield. Okay, got a Morsel Master. So I could do like Morsel Master, Morsel Maker, Primordium. And I think that's the best I can do for now. I could bring in the Crucible Collector. I think my best chance on the next fight is just to bring in the biggest thing possible. And I think that comes in through this configuration. I could damage shield one of these guys, but I think it's not great. I do not want to reroll just to buy upgrades for stewards, which is kind of where I'm at. We've got a Merchant of Magic next, so this is my only Merchant of Arms, or Merchant of Steel, before the first boss. And we're not in good condition right now. I'm going to put Damage Shield and Conduit on a Shield Steward, so that this guy lives better and he creates a floor where I can more easily plink. And I have to hope that, like, hitting plinks puts me in a better situation. But I don't want to Speedstone one of these bad units. But yeah, my initial deployment is like Morsel Maker, Morsel Master, Primordium, Shield Steward. And I guess we feed this guy. The Shield Steward definitely goes out. Using the Perils to set up a big Prismal Dust. Okay, RNG kind of screwed us. But I just need to get this up so that we get Damage Shield 10 on the carry. That wins this fight. So the rest of the fight is about how much do we leak. Try to do more damage in the bottom car, I think. And that should hold the HP more level through the healer. Okay, there we are clearing. I can do more damage if I play Bloody Moon. Because I can... Bloody Mooning this keeps the Magma Morsel alive. Go ahead and send that. And I think I want to plink here to try and get these kills. That helps. We're doing 38 damage. I have no space up top for morsels. I think if I just avoid damage, I should be safe. I think we're not leaking on the top floor, we should be here. I mostly just want to see if I can get rid of the Savage Spearman. There we go. That should get me one attack from the Spear Steward. So we got up to about a 90-90 stat block. That makes us win. Alright. Good enough. We're about to visit a magic shop. So, morsel generation's not the most exciting thing with Primordium. I think an Ember Cache might be better. So I have a lot of expensive plays, and we want to send the Prismal Dusts as hard as we can. Let's go Ember Cache. We have a Meddler option and a Phase Blessing. Phase Blessing kind of helps us power up singular units more. The Meddler doesn't do anything right now. I'm in a rough spot. This is weird. Okay, Alloyed Construct is easier to use. This is maybe not my favorite carry in the circumstance, but I can definitely play it, and it gives me another angle to play around. I'm going to go ahead and hold over the Perils. With this Alloyed Construct, I think I'm removing the other Shield Steward. I want to -1 cost one of my Bloody Moons, I think. Make it energy positive. Feel a lot better about playing that. Powerful Plink. I'm going to re-roll over Freestoning here. I'm going to Spell Chain the Perils. Now I don't need energy upgrades this run. How do I feel about Seekstone with my current cards? I think it's not good enough. I could maybe Seekstone, Smolderstone, a Prismal Dust, actually. That's not too bad. Wait, it's already consumable. It can't Smolderstone. Let me Surgestone a Plink. Seekstone on a Prismal Dust is probably mediocre. Let me Seekstone an Ember Cache. So that we always have that on turn 1. We're always, like, ramping up, kicking off that much faster. Interesting. I don't think I'm in a position to take Frailty. So unfortunately, I think this turns into, like, Ceticism on one of the stewards, which is not very exciting. The other possibility is maybe I do take Frailty, and I put it on one of these Spear Stewards, and I put them behind a Shield Steward and see if they live, and I don't care. Whichever way that goes. Let me take a Ceticism after all, and I'll just put it on a Spear Steward. I just think this event's not doing much for us. I don't think there's any way I can protect the units that I could put the meaningful benefit on. And I don't have the kind of units that work well with the other benefit there. Okay. He hits for 7 on Frenzy version, so I don't have to worry about him killing something initially. If we bring out Construct, Morsel Master, Morsel Maker, I cannot fit Primordium on the same floor. I can do Construct, Morsel Maker, Primordium, though. Let me just do that for now, and then I can get a car expansion later that I think fixes this. And, is it Morsel Master second floor or Shield Steward bottom floor? Let me go for Shield Steward bottom floor. I think I want the Conduit on the table immediately. 35 damage kills the Chosen Acolyte. There's a lot of value in just doing that immediately. I want that to be out there. Or we can fish with these Plinks to try and hit the Spearman. I think I just want the Acolyte gone. And I'm willing to send all the energy for the turn on that. Okay. I don't really want to kill that going on. Do this. I'm willing to take a kill with Blink if I get it. But we got 2. That's more than I wanted, actually. Let me send that. I'm not even going to play this. So I have 4 extra energy going into next turn for whatever I draw. Because I should be getting the Prismal Dust soon. That's a bummer. That's still energy positive, though. Fortunate that I didn't draw this sooner, but I can still make it really valuable. I'll lose the Morsel Master here, because I didn't get a morsel off the Blink. That's about 11 damage shield on our carry. That should win the fight. And I can Carol scale him from here. So we'll start Ember Draining, but it's fine. Go ahead and bring that out, because I can play that through the Ember Drain. I have nowhere for this morsel to sit. Do another 7 damage shield. So he might get more rage here, but that's fine. I'm kind of clobbering everything. Phase Blessing is okay here, right? It's half decent. Doesn't keep him up. Let's see, those both get dropped. I probably want to bring out a Spear Steward here behind the morsel for blocker reasons. Trying to figure out if I'm at the point of just playing into his rage, and I think I am. Just going to do that. That won't attack, so it won't take spikes damage. Six damage. Trolled. Couldn't get it. That's fine, though. His rage value doesn't really matter. He's absolutely dead when he gets top 4. That should out the Sycophant. She will do that. Just 2 more rage. I need to play my Vengeful Shards. Alright, looking pretty good. Access to Furnace Tap. Seems like it works. Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't deny that card. That's obviously the best option here. We could try to set up a Shadow Eater on the bottom floor. Plink is not the best for that, but this is probably the only thing I've seen that even starts us on having a bottom floor conversation. The other possibility that I have right now is that we're trying to control the bottom floor with Conduit and then go for like a holdover Celestial Storm, which is really annoying to do. It's really pricey. It's a very expensive way of controlling that floor. And I don't have other good conduit sources yet, but I might find some. Silent Sentinel would be the pick if that's the plan, which of course is a calcified Ember, but I've also already got 1 holdover. So we're going to need to pick bonus draw after Strixen Hallow if we're doing that. Because I have 1 holdover, it's less consistent right now if I do that. But my morsel generation's still really bad, and I don't really trust Shadow Eater because it can't quick clear. Let me try the Silent Sentinel bottom floor. Forsaking Heaven's Light. Absolutely 100%. Alright, so the Merchant of Steel for the Alloyed Construct and for the Silent Sentinels, a really good idea. There might not be a second half of that thought. There is another Merchant of Steel here if I want to get the Forgotten Boons and the Celestial Alcove. The Celestial Alcoves are stronger when your units are fully upgraded. I think it's better for me to go to this Merchant of Steel, and then if I get good hits on this Merchant of Steel, I visit this Celestial Alcove. And then I probably want this Merchant of Magic up here. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I think I want the Swift Steel Dagger out of this batch. It should save me on damage shields for units that get to the top floor. Got a large smidge option. That's pretty cool. You could also go Large Stone Heartstone onto the Silent Sentinel just to make it optimally healthy. I like the Large Stone anyway. It's a case of am I getting Smidge or Heartstone on it. If I get the Smidge Stone, I can still afford a Shield Stone if I wanted to do that. I don't have a good unit to Shield Stone right now. Let me go ahead and Smidge Stone. Because I think I probably want to fit in some conduit units behind this in order to keep that floor under control. My best reason for upgrading either of these units is that I might run into Kel, but I don't think I need them alive in the end of the fight for Kel. I'm moving on. So Stalwart Snack we can eat longer. Superfood gets stacks of damage shield. I think Superfood 3 just has a lot more damage shield. Do I have a logbook on Superfood 3? It doesn't show here. I think it's here. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So Stalwart Snack 3 goes up to like Buffet 12. Superfood 3 is just damage shield 4, but the add status effects doesn't ever improve. Stalwart Snack 2 gives it a buffet of 8. Oh, the last level of Stalwart Snack also makes it a 10-10. That's pretty important. I think we just want to go Stalwart Snack here. I think the case for not going Stalwart Snack is if you get a, what's it called? If you get Wretch, you don't need to go Stalwart Snack. Oh look, it's Kel, like I talked about. I think we do beat Kel just with stats on the top floor with our current configuration. I do have a pretty expensive deployment right now. Like, I think with these cards, I don't think I even deploy anything down here, which is maybe bad, but we have spells. I just have to hope that I draw my Bloody Moons to control the lower cars for a bit. Otherwise, we get kind of flooded with nonsense, because these are Penance Seekers. I still think this is the right pattern to do, because we need to do about 1,000 damage on the top floor. There we go. Actually do that. Stalwart Snack at 5 gives me more time to layer some stuff on. I'm just going to send this Prismal Dust at 2. This guy's a problem. I can't play the Furnace Tap yet. I'm going to bring him out because he's still 25 damage, just attack value on the bottom floor. I'm trying to think of, it might actually be a good idea to Swift Steal him here. Something else interesting about this, Phase Blessing, the armor on Primordium matters. Now, he's going to eat that armor. He's also going to eat this attack value. He's not going to Wait, does he eat quick? He gained quick. I'm still learning this guy. He's hilarious. Really good. I'm going to start by perilsing my morsels, since I'm not ready to take Ember Drain yet. I was hoping it would deal with the Collector. It's fine that it didn't. 10 damage to all, outs these two Profane Supplicants. Or I can out this Profane Supplicant. Let's do it there, because 2 Supplicants is more than 1. So yeah, he eats the quick status off the Swift Steel Dagger here. That's sick. I'm learning all the time how good this mechanic is. Okay. So I think we do this. If I perils here, the Shield Bearer kind of makes fun of me. I think I want to play this up here. I'm only killing one thing on attacks. Getting sapped here is really annoying. If I Spell Slam them, this deals 34 twice, which guarantees at least 1 kill. But just the 1. This has a chance to prevent me from leaking, so I'm going to play it here. Okay. I stopped 1 unit from getting through. So I guess I still have room to feed down here. That's pretty cool. I need to play this at least once to guarantee the holdover. I think I take 2 hits from this. Yeah, I let him through with a bit of HP. We're not doing as much damage as I want to. Definitely gonna play that. This is the last turn of Buffet. I don't want to take that damage. I'm gonna drop this for 6. Alright, Kel's coming in next round, so our party on the top floor is going to end. We have a Shield Bearer here. There's no Shield Bearer down here. So I'm going to perils you, because this guy's dying of corruption too fast. Throw that out there just because I don't need that guy to get killed. Yeah, so this guy's only going to last for about 2 rounds. So we got a lot of clutter through our deck over the course of all this. I have to play into these saps too, but we can still gain attack on the front row. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Okay, so we clear that. We basically just have to hope that, like, 162x2 is able to fight the boss adequately. We got it. Play those, and we're good. Yep, pretty fine. Prism Retrieval doesn't do anything for us. Void Binding's pretty good here, because I definitely have, like, strats that are able to... I mean, with once I get perils, I just kind of break through everything, and Ember Drain doesn't bother me. Rage 6 is pretty cool. Let's see. Between these, what is best? This Planetarium is definitely good. This Eclipse Chamber does nothing for me right now. So between Planetarium and Aurora Weaver, I think Planetarium's just cleanly more value. We're going to be aiming to play this on bottom car, probably. This is not our Merchant of Magic yet. I think we might need to go Merchant of Steel to pump up the Alloyed Construct. I don't think it's the most important thing in the world to pump him up, though. And the Unstable Vortex is good. The Celestial Alcove, I'm not sure how good it is. I think it's kind of mid. If we get something on the Celestial Alcove, we're probably pumping like the Silent Sentinel. I don't think we have cards I want to duplicate, because I don't usually want to duplicate the holdover perils. I usually just want one of those in circulation. We don't have anybody who's going to punish us for incanting, though, which is nice. So I could go hard on that. I'm going to go over here. I've got discounts. Okay. The split anvil's really good. All this is really good. Because the split anvil, I can, like, Celestial Storm and the 2-cost Bloody Moon can both be used to set up free planks. We can also use our big Prismal Dusts to make things free. So that one I think is a no-brainer. I think we want Dante's Footstool here. And then take a card purge. Because we don't need 2 Spear Stewards no matter how I slice it. Yeah, let me take this and then cut one of these guys. No, let me cut like a basic plank. There are still places I can put the Spear Steward. I can get that out of my hand pretty easily. Wait, I should check the event here in case it's boxes. Elatro. Let's see. Is it Chicot or Gros Michel? I don't think it's Triboulet. Having received just the 1 rare so far. I think it's Chicot. I don't know if Mute 3 is enough to prevent Strix's first loop, but it does block that resolve for a while. I don't know how Chicot interacts with Savagery's melee weakness. I think the melee weakness on Savagery is not an effect on Savagery, so Chicot doesn't stop it, but Chicot does block the Rage enchant for a couple of rounds. And the Rage enchant is really brutal. Let's remove one of each of these. Fewer Moon Rituals. -1 energy is a pretty important drawback here, I think. Well, it is until I get my perils, and then it stops being meaningful. It does restrict me from playing the Morsel Master during deployment. With the Split Anvil and the Dante's Footstool, I think I can live with this. I think we beat Quoto really soundly. I'm realizing now how strong Superfood Primordium is in a planetarium, also. So, like, that's giving me a moment's pause. But I'm pretty sure the deployment should still be this. Embercash should help. I mean, out of this hand, I think I just send Prismal Dust and take a bunch of damage, actually. Shield Steward, which makes me less likely to send Prismal Dust, right? 32x2 has a possibility of outing the Shield Bearer. No, he's got 80 health. Really bad opener. Let me just do that for damage. Okay, so I think we do... Pricey Bloody Moon does not make anything free here, does it? No, it makes the other Bloody Moon free, which turns into energy positive. And then I can do this. This. Prismal Dust at 3 makes Furnace Tap free. So now I have the choice of sending Furnace Tap. I'm drawing 8 out of these 12. I can possibly miss a draw if I don't hit the perils, but we're just going to do this. That'll give us 4 instances of multi-strike. There we go. We got it. send the rage over. Um, we're eating sap for everything I play here. Let's see if I blink the frontliner. Got him. Alright. That lets me play more freely. You're coming out down here. Phase Blessing going down here. I get to eat that 3 times. Eat morsels. Want to get rid of you. I don't have the space for you right now. Maybe later. I don't have space for the Morsel Master there right now. It's getting eaten 2 more times. Eat triggers 2 more times. I think I Celestial Storm here, and here I just blink. There we go. I'm going to do this into that. Little short on space. We'll let him harvest there. Got multi-strike 5. Yeah, we attack 5 times per turn. Hilarious. Same trick here. I don't want to play into the sap too much. We're only eating 1 more time. Go. Bring that out. Play this so that I don't have to play into that Ember Drain next turn. And yeah, I'll just take 9 energy shield. 9 damage shield, rather. Let's see. Definitely killing the Shield Bearer. Quoto's Revenge is not up for the first 3 turns. That actually hampers us a bit. I'm just going to play into these saps so that I can Fairy Blessing for more. Which should help us get into Quoto's Mute and his Tight Skin a little bit further. I could have turned that into armor on the top floor too. 6 of 1. Okay, we got 7 of his Titan Skin gone. I think my priority now is just playing my shards for the most part. Looks like I can take a blink kill. Oh, we're not going to try to contest Quoto there. Ember Drain, 39. Went up to 42 there. We've got space for an Ember Forge on the 2nd floor. Excavation Abruption might be okay. How much does Cannibalize do for us? I think not that much. I don't have that many spaces to feed morsels around. Ember Forge really falls off because I just go into Ember Drain strats, and Ember Forge doesn't like help me play through that. It's basically a question of, do we want Excavation Eruption to like play on the bottom floor? I think this is helpful. Aurora Weaver is also like a bottom floor conduit type unit. I think that's a yes in the current game state. So I have to really think about the shape of my bottom floor. Let me do it. It's not the most conduit. It's not super exciting. Okay, Penance follow-up. Doesn't really matter to me much. very impactful. I think I need to take the Merchant of Magic here. Okay, so we see Holdover. I am going to set up Holdover Celestial Storm. I might set that up with extra magic power. So the way it is right now, Celestial Storm will need 30 total conduit on... well, it needs 40 total conduit on New Moon. And on Full Moon, it only requires, like, 10 conduit in order to be... in order to perform successfully in the Savagery fight. We're planned to have a Planetarium bottom floor, so that could mean 6 units, minus a number of units based on the amount of conduit we have. The Aurora Weaver only gains conduit on Moon Cycle. It does not have inherent conduit, and it is not a banner unit, so it's not going to show up immediately. I think this is helpful, and we probably need to do it. I think this is hilarious, and we should do it because it's funny. I don't think there's necessarily anything I want to -2 consume. But let me actually drop this. Hey there. No, I'm not going to add you on Discord. That is a weird question for people to be asking. I'm going to re-roll that. So I can obviously Eternal Stone the Furnace Tap here. I think that is far and away the strongest thing I can do. Oh, still have enough for a Surge Stone. I'm going to Surge Stone a Plink. With that, I think we only have 1 Plink that sticks around. Yeah, I've got 2 consumable Plinks and 1 permanent Plink. 2 card removes. What are we ditching? Okay. What does my bottom floor capacity look like? So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the Aurora Weaver. So this Spear Steward is extra right now, so I'm probably playing it on the 2nd floor and it's getting popped, which isn't too bad. I think I'm removing Moon Rituals here. Alright, Strixen Hallow. This one's a big test. Alright, so it's Alloyed Construct. Morsel Maker. Primordium. And I feel like I probably need something to be on the bottom floor. Or is it just the Morsel Master here? I'm just going to play the Morsel Master. If I don't get the Morsel Master out right now, I pretty much can't get it out. Okay, we got the Perils immediately. Energy Positive Excavation Eruption. Love to see it. Little preliminary armor there. We're playing Celestial Storm this turn. I need him out to get the conduit started. Get this going. We want to Void Binding you. More stats. We're on New Moon, but we're still killing enough stuff here, I'm pretty sure. Might generate morsels. Didn't get it. Alright, that's fine. Hopefully we have our real tank in our next draw. There's our real tank. Alrighty then. We want to get a big Prismal Dust out here. Is there anything else I want to do? I don't think I care about playing these Vengeful Shards and Spear Steward, so yeah, we're just gonna send this. And that makes Celestial Storm free. Play that for whatever reason. I need to play this. Now I can play a big Prismal Dust and it makes everything else free. I'll just consume this. I don't need it for any reason. That's funny. The resolve effect from Hallow is healing Strix for more damage than I'm doing. But that's fine. Alright, last feed time. Got another Furnace Tap. We get to chew on Furnace Tap one more time. Means we get to eat Multi-Strike 4, right? Alright, I want to play this. Play that. We do 1,000 damage to Hallow. That sure looks like Multi-Strike 7. We're killing Strix this turn, apparently. We're killing both of them this turn. This is my first early Strix and Hallow kill. Nice. Well, that feels pretty good. I'm almost certain I need Deployment Ember. Okay, so I've got some interesting stuff here. Title turning is always cool. Ritual Tome, of course, can be eaten off of Primordium, which presumably adds stacking Titan Skin to my frontliner, which might make it impossible for me to lose. I think the Ritual Tome is the likeliest to be powerful here. Let's go Hell's Flame for deployment. Alright. We still have our frontliner, the Alloyed Construct, unupgraded. Upgrades on him aren't super important, but I think I need Damage Shield on him so that he survives the first turn swing from Seraph. So I think we go to the Merchant of Steel for that. And then I go for like a funny duplicate, like duplicating my Furnace Tap. Does that feel correct? Yeah, it feels good. Alright, Titan Stone, Endless, Strength Stone. Most of these do not really matter. I can just kind of casually add this here, I think. That unit is theoretically hanging out for a while. Looks like we're re-rolling after that. So there's the necessary damage shield for our Alloyed Construct. I'm going to Glimmerstone the Aurora Weaver. I don't think there's anything that I large stone. I don't really have a lot of space flexibility right now. Card purges. No, I think our deck is about the right size. I could purge the extra Spear Steward. Yeah, let me do that. Gonna duplicate the Furnace Tap. Gonna go Stalwart Snack 2. So it's even more time to stack up more ridiculous buffs and have the top par solo carry. I am not taking this Mark of Evasion. It is way too scary. Let's see what our new deployment looks like. Now we have a little more energy. Maker, Master, Primordium. Okay, we get to start with the Silent Sentinel and the Shield Steward, which gets us started off with Conduit 15 here on the bottom floor. The Ember Cache start. I've got Celestial Storm right away, as well as the Aurora Weaver. I need to set this up. Yeah, let me just do it like this. We'll play the Celestial Storm into everything else being free. Drop the Ritual Tome, a Phase Blessing. This is a 0 value Prismal Dust, so we're not going to bother with that. Send those out. They, one of those are on consume. Okay, let's see. Here, looking at this, if you want a Spear Steward into Celestial Storm, the other spell's free. Drop a Furnace Tap, double Perils. Drop the shards. Gonna get those out of the way. So we did consume the Titan Skin. We are consuming Multi-Strike. There's the quick. Go for the free Celestial Storm, which I'm going to play here to get rid of this Collector. I could also Bloody Moon this Collector. Doesn't matter too much the order I do that in. I'm just using the Bloody Moon to play Vengeful Shards here. 200 damage to those two probably helps. Yeah, so how are we doing right now? Oh, that's the turn where we ate quick effect. It's Primordium attack first. Perils. Perils. Celestial Storm. Wait, I should make it day before I do this. It's 2 free Furnace Taps. I could have cast Prismal Dust there instead to set things to free. I'm going to be a little, like, haphazard lazy. So you see that we've got 6 Titan Skin, Multi-Strike 5. We get to buffet 5 more times on this suite of buffs. This is crazy. I feel like I've never played this correctly before now. This feels so right. Of course, as his rage goes up, he provides more attack value every time we're munching. So that's pretty cool. Just hit y'all like that. Drop these. Dig deeper. Void Binding. In other circumstances, we have to play this Phase Blessing on the bottom floor. I see that we're up to, like, Multi-Strike 18 or something. We've invented another Dante. Which actually just seems to be what this combo does. Now that I've come to understand this. I have achieved an understanding of Primordium. We do get Pyre Hunted every time anything comes up to Pyre Hunt. I have no countermeasure against it. Still have 2 more stacks at the Bay. That is pretty funny. I guess we will throw out the Spell Slam. We do want it to be Full Moon. Is that outs the one of the guys at the front there? I get Pyre Hunted another 2 times. This Excavation Eruption was an unnecessary pick. If I wind up going in the direction of the card remove, I'll remove the Excavation Eruption. I'm going to see if that's paired with the health, because we have room to pick up more health, and I think that's the most important thing for us to grab at this point. Like, mostly the stuff doesn't matter. We're on Quick Attack 32, So, I think we're pretty good. I'm just going to play this to Split Anvil. Drop the rest. Multi-strike some more. And we just play out the Vengeful Shards. These just slow me down, right? I think I could take the Ember Cache. Yeah, because this is, well, the Ember Cache cards, the Excavated Embers are card neutral. Because you draw a card that draws you a card. If you don't have some other trigger with them. They don't actually speed you up through the deck, they just speed up your energy. There are use cases for speeding up my energy gains. So we can get bigger Prismal Dusts in our early turns. Things like that. I don't think it helps enough. I don't think it really changes anything. Cover of Night is probably good utility. Wait, there's a concern there. So, Cover of Night is probably good utility, but if I play it on my top floor, then Primordium starts feeding Stealth to the Alloyed Construct, and he becomes unable to block attacks from one of the Titans. So we cannot play that during the Titans fight on the top floor. I could still play it on the bottom floor if I wanted to, but I think I'm not going to take it. How do we feel about Hexcalation? It's mediocre as heck. I'm not trying to overpack a floor, so I think I don't take it. No, I think we're good. Okay, so I can either get Removes or Pyramanes. I think I'm going for Pyramanes. What trinkets do we have on offer? Circle of Cycles is very cozy. And the Commemorative Spike is very helpful for us in the early rounds. Jack Strips. I don't think Jack Strips does anything this fight. Check on my Merchant of Magic before I take the reroll. We do have double stack there. I could add more power to Phase Blessing. We can pay for a Purge on Excavation Eruption. I think I'm going to do that because my card draw is precious. I have to hit some very important cards as we're going. What are my double stack choices? I could double stack the Ritual Tome. That's really funny. I think I will do that. Nothing great I can apply this to. I think I probably play this on the Phase Blessing. Because I think we don't need the Phase Blessing more than once, given the way our deck is working right now. Let me consume this Plink as well, because it's pretty defunct. It's not going to do anything. I don't think there's anything I want to hold over. Arguably, one option here, Holdover Moon Ritual is a way of fixing the Celestial Storm. I just don't need it this run, because I have enough conduit for the Celestial Storm to kill without being fixed to Full Moon. I think we're really safe. There is a question of how quickly we draw into certain things. Because I think it's possible for us to be swept out on the bottom floor by an assassin if we don't get the Celestial Storm quickly enough. Which we appear to have gotten. We've also immediately gotten our Perils, and our Swift Steel Dagger, and our Ritual Tome, which we will play after playing the Celestial Storm. Okay, that's the recipe for an Immortal Top 4 unit. Get you that 25 armor. This actually means this Primordium works better than I thought with some of the other armor sources. Perils. Spear Steward as well. This is a New Moon Celestial Storm. It is sufficient in this case. I should have brought out the Aurora Weaver before that, but it's fine. Void Binding. I'm going to Bloody Moon my own unit here to get a better Prismal Dust. And I will play these because I don't need the Prismal Dust to actually be at 6 to win the fight. It looks like we need the first full heal. We can do the Moon Rituals, which gets me Conduit on the bottom floor. Actually Spell Slam into this because I think I'm ready for the heal. Do that. It kind of kills everything. This. I can Bloody Moon you for energy into this Prismal Dust. Get rid of that. We do get Fire Hunted there. I cannot fix the Moon Phase here, so it's going to be an ordinary Celestial Storm. Still hits for 54. We need to get lucky on Blink, it looks like. Or we lose this floor. We got it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's a little nerve-wracking. You don't gotta do that to me. Now, I think I am shy of getting enough healing on this guy. Kill there. Okay, he's okay. He's okay. I would Void Binding if he wasn't. Let me go ahead and end on New Moon whenever I get the chance now, so that I know that I'm setting up Full Moon for next turn. Let's see. I guess I just throw this out for damage. We're up to multi-strike 12. It's not quite killing the boss. Not for lack of trying. I should throw, like, one extra conduit down here. Oh, wait. We get that just by Moon Ritualing one more time. The play order I use there is still my preference. Essential shards off the top. The play order I use there is still my preference. Because I still want to end on New Moon at the end of the round. Boss will die if he visits top floor again. Full Moon. Zap. Let me probably do this for safety. These rage rounds are pretty scary. A little bit more Vengeful Shard damage. The Vengeful Shards and Fire Hunt still get us, but the Pyre of Entropy actually has a really high health total. Last turn we're eating. Out the Sweepers. Looks like we get Pyre Hunted on this floor too. Bummer, man. We might take as much as 20 more damage, just waiting for things to come up higher in the car. There's an argument for doing our setup on the second car here, and I think that's probably the better way to play this, but I don't think we're going to be punished at this rate. Yeah, with no units there. Actually, Bloody Moon might kill this frontliner. Or I get Fire Hunted a little less. Okay, one more Fire Hunt. So I think there's a better play pattern for there where I don't get Fire Hunted at all. If I set up second floor. But I think 90 health is enough for us to fight Titans with power like this. I think we probably win on turn 7. Unless our draws are really, really bad and we let a sweeper through. But I've got 37 card deck size. We're deploying 7 cards. And I'm drawing 10 a turn. So it takes me 3 turns tops to draw into all of my good stuff. Yeah, so this is a pretty bad draw. I don't think there's a case where I need to throw spells at anything other than Dominion. I don't think I'm killing Dominion ahead of schedule under any pattern in particular. Okay, there's the Celestial Storm. Nice. Came in with a Spear Steward 2 for extra energy. And extra conduit. It actually wipes that floor. Awesome. Get 3 Ritual Tome. I am going to go on the Furnace Taps, but I don't have... there is a slight possibility that I miss the card I want to have next turn. But there should be Excavated Embers in that pile that can still get me out of Ember Drain. And draw the last card, actually, so I'm fine. Yeah, there's no circumstance where I draw poorly. Or so I thought. The Curses of Entropy actually messed me up. My last 2 cards has the Peril. So I get turn skipped and swept here? Are you kidding me with this? Alright, we keep the Silent Sentinel, but this is junk. What happened to my Excavated Embers? Did I play them both last round? I must have played them both last round. And I lose on the Swiftsteel Dagger immediately, too? Wow. Okay. Yeah, the Curse of Wait, no, he's silenced. Why do I have this? You are silenced. How are you here? There's not a unit that adds it. It comes from Entropy. Is there one that comes in before? This is a resolve effect. And he's still muted right now. What? What is this? What in the heck? I don't want to play this Curse of Entropy. It knocks my scaling by a lot. That also locks me off of Celestial Storm Holdover. Okay, I can still play this for 60 right now. I think what I need to do is Prismal Dust here, so I can play this for free here, which outs a lot of those guys. That whiffs. Do that. Set to New Moon and do this. Okay, so I got the Celestial Storm holdover. My bottom floor is not dead. I just missed my quick on the top floor. But I think we're stable. Oh yeah, the spell shielders don't die from that either. That's fine though. I don't actually need them to die there. Do we need to play this Phase Blessing on the bottom floor? We have a full heal next turn, so probably not. I think it's take the armor. The armors kind of win more, though, so maybe it's correct to do that the other way. Get a little fire hunted, but we knew that was happening. Right. Get bigger. We're actually killing Savagery this turn. It's turn 6. Yep. So I think we're secure on turn 7, but it's not a turn 7 win because we don't have a Firelight trick. It's Celestial Storm. Let's Spell Slam them into this. They do get to keep their Reanimator guy. Just gonna play this here for the Rage. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah, it's multi-strike 21 Powerlifter wins the fight. Get to eat 2 more times. Looks like we're losing 2 of our guys down here. Taking a little damage. It's going to be about 5 turns to deal with Dominion. I probably start playing Curse of Entity now. We'll wind up... if we play them too early, we copy over a lot of sap. Last turn, so I can play these to the front now. Okay. It's only 130 now. We're 1 short on a Bloody Moon. That's annoying. There's not much reason to play out most of these. Damage Shield 2 doesn't save the Aurora Weaver. Let's do this. Yeah, it's just between us and Dominion now. Any further, what's it called? I think I just play Vengeful Shards here, right? Might as well do this. Makes that free anyway. Play these now. I think the Pyre of Entity also has a lower attack value than some of the other Pyres, which does slow down our Dominion kill and make us have to take longer in this fight. This is actually, you know, the 60 damage might be relevant. Throw that at you too, technically. Not as if I can Furnace Tap my Pyre, though. Okay, next turn's a win. We're pretty secure in it, even though we had to lose some other cars. And get Pyre hunted a couple times. I don't quite win off the Celestial. We win on the Firelight. Okay, there's win number 119. Pretty secure. Okay, so this is really telling me that, well, I mean, if I get Furnace Tap and we lean into Superfood, we're pretty much going to get the win. I'm thinking that on Aggressive Edible, like, if I get Wretch, Aggressive Edible is probably good enough.